Wait, aren't you just testing out the black and white?
Because that'll just convert it to the original. Give me a second. Yeah, don't do that on my computer. Thank you. Alright, set it for 5 minutes. We're just going to do a short preview.
Yeah.
Alright?
Uh-huh.
Yeah? Start it now.
Now.
Starting now, right?
Yeah, yeah, I started it.
Why did you say so?
I said now.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I
you
said
didn't.
now. Yeah, I did. I just said now.
Anyways, this is going to be a short preview of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword for you. So you got A to dash, you got the Wiimote to draw your sword, right?
Right.
B for secondary items. Once you got an A to dash, and then A to dash, and nunchuck. You shake the nunchuck to roll. Backflips, side steps, all that good, delicious stuff. Turn up attack is a combination of dash and you swing the remote. You shoot secondary weapons by holding B down. You can do a quick draw with weapons by just pressing B. And then you see this sort of blue line right here?
Yeah.
That's the time shift stone. Basically, you basically just hit these guys. Well, this really doesn't matter until we get to this area here. You hit these guys to just go ahead and switch time zones. That's it, pretty much. Nice and simple.
So it's like into the past.
Then you go ahead and use it. A is pretty much going to be your universal button. Your universal button, pretty much. Okay, now your map is minus. You zoom in, zoom out. It's going to be your help button. You're going to use that pretty much all the time when you're really, really stuck, or if you're really new to the game. One is your gear button. All this delicious stuff. Use this to make increased weaponry, secondary weaponry, and increase shields. Your wallet. The plus 900 is secondary wallets that you can purchase from Beetle. This is going to be your main gear screen for what your secondary weapons are. You can choose your secondary weapon here. I think, I'm not sure. No, you can't. And that's just basically your shield bash. Nice little thing to use when, well, basically that's going to be used a lot too. Now for the sands, well, for the quick sands area, what I like to do is start off with a quick little run, jump. Saves a little bit of time. It really gets annoying though if you can't do it right the first time, because really you're just going to strand yourself and you're going to die and you're going to die and you're going to die. The plus side to it though is that you're really not going to be dying all that much because Nintendo got rid of hard loss when you fall in quicksand, when you fall off ledges, and they didn't really need to do it. I can see removal of that in Heroes mode, which we are going to be doing this on. This is in normal mode right now, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically.
Oh, I forgot to explain Skyward strikes. You hold the Wiimote up, you slash, or that increases the range. basically. That's all it does. It's really, really weak at level 1. But it eventually does become pretty useful for chaining with spin attacks later on in the game. And that does increase the spin radius, as you see, by just a little bit right now. I don't think it really increases past that range. It will increase when you get the Master Sword, just because of the range of the extra blade that the Master Sword gives you. That's pretty much it. And let me explain shield dash. Shield dashes. I was actually really slow, really early. Your shield does take damage along with yourself. It can end up being really hard if you mess up your shield a lot. And here we are in the central hub for Lunario. And the rest of the group is here, that they're just not talking, they're just letting me just go on. If you guys have anything to add in that I missed, maybe, just go ahead.
Yeah. The reason why we're choosing hero mode is just to take care of some extra stuff that we probably don't feel like doing. Like, what was like the main thing?
The main thing was just gathering materials, and just for an overall harder challenge that I think would be helpful for us as Let's Players to sort of get our next step out.
Yeah. We originally had planned to do this around, what was it, like January, February, but due to complications, it had to be moved. So sorry for the actual delay for that. We do apologize for that.
You're also going to be using backflips a lot to get away from enemy attacks. And this is another thing that I can't stress nearly as hard as I can right now. When you're in Lunario, you want to be on the lookout for materials and sand cicadas, because you need sand cicadas to make upper rank potions and all that extra nice good stuff.
So it does help to scourge and find and actually go on pilgrimages. Something that you would mostly only normally do if you were just trying to get more rupees.
I can't help but remember that I think there was a flower of some sort, some flower material here. But we'll save that for later.
Yes.
So we're gonna go to the sky. And here we go. I'm just gonna be explaining Loftwing controls if we have enough time left. I think we do.
Yeah, we totally do. We totally do have enough time for that.
Alright, so this is your Loftwing. Beautiful red bird, right?
Birdie.
You'll tilt the Wii remote right and left to turn. You shake it up and down to flap higher. This is the one thing you want to be doing in the very first time you're using your Loftwing, it's getting as high as you can and aiming directly for the golden Loftwing that has a statue that you're going to be getting. You're going to be wanting to dive down because that does increase your speed. I'm sorry, but that's just hilarious. The 9 AI, they don't do anything in particular. They're just there to give you a little bit extra fun with the game. You do eventually get an upgraded charge with your Loftwing, but that's not until a long time after you progress through the game further. You can dive off your Loftwing at any time with down on the D-pad. If you tilt your Wii remote all the way down, you can do a vertical dive with Link. Put it level again, you're back to skydiving. You can call your Loftwing again at any time you want to with down again, and you're off again flying. Back to Lanarium.
So you can do like crazy skydiving stunts if you feel like it.
If you really feel like it. It's just really not there for any reason except for you just have fun and fool around with the game.
Yeah.
Z is just there for you to see a sort of diving view perspective of where you want to dive down at.
Last thing you want to do is dive into oblivion.
Actually, no, you can't really dive into oblivion here.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm sure you could, but I've just never done it yet. This is going to be your map. You choose where you want to fall down into with the Wii remote. I'm going to choose Desert Entrance, because that's where we left off at.
Yes.
And for... hang on a second. This isn't really anything, you don't need to do it. It's funny to see Link fall flat on his face, but you really want to start doing it in Heroes mode if you're going to be doing Heroes mode. He does take damage from it. And if you can, upgrade your wooden shield. Don't sell it. Like I said, you're going to be using spin attacks a lot because they do double damage. But you can't really, you don't want to use them all that much. You use them too much, Link will start to, I guess you can't really call it overheat, but he does get tired really quickly if you do spam spin attacks. So it's not exactly the best thing you want to do. And this is how you douse, you just press C. You can press and hold it to go into normal perspectives. Or you can go into separate areas. Well, not really areas, but separate selections by pressing and holding C. All we have right now is douse for Zelda and look around. So, just going to look around for Zelda. She's in this general direction. That's where we want to go. As you can see, you got some targets here. That's for the hook shot. We will not be getting that until way later in the game. It's one of the best items in the game, in my opinion. But really, it's not. You don't get it fast enough, in my opinion. Really. I just gotta remember where the time shift stone for this area was. I think it's over here. It's right over here. I don't think I'm close enough to throw it in, but I will try anyway. No, I'm not. So
that was like a shack.
Here. I know.
That was a shack.
No swag. Oh yeah, you can put your bombs back into your bag at any time you want to by pressing B.